Hi guys, welcome to The Sales Way, a podcast for those working in B2B sales enablement and leading B2B sales teams. In each episode, we're going to be sharing simple how-to guides and straightforward actionable insights to help you create more success across your sales enablement activities. Let's get started. Hi there and welcome to another episode of The Sales Way. So in this episode, we're going to be looking at how you can craft your sales messaging and specifically how you can start to think about how you apply different types of sales messaging for more impact and to deliver greater results. So perhaps you already have sales messaging in place, in which case we're going to give you a few pointers on how to tweak and tailor your sales messaging for different scenarios. Or perhaps you're at the very start of building out your sales messaging, in which case this will give you a few ideas about what to consider before you embark on building it. And in later episodes, we're actually going to dive into the specifics of creating your sales messaging from start to finish. But today we're going to look at the different levels of sales messaging so that you know what to look out for when you come to create your own messaging. So firstly, we have your company level messaging. So this is where you position your company as a whole, and the aim is to help your buyers understand where you fit in the market. So what are you known for? What differentiates you? What value are you as a company bringing to your customers? I also like to think of company level messaging as being about helping your customers to place you and figure out where you fit in their ecosystem. So for example, I've been following a company that helps organizations with podcasting, and immediately when I saw their posts on LinkedIn, I was trying to think, okay, where do they fit in the podcasting world? So would they be helping me to launch a podcast? Would they be helping me to record and edit my podcast? Or perhaps they're involved in marketing my podcast or repurposing content from the episodes. So their company messaging helps me to understand where they fit in the ecosystem of podcasting and the world of marketing. So that's really important to understand because it helps me understand who they are, what they do, where they fit, and then how they're going to bring value to me as a customer. So let's move on to the solution level messaging. So this is where you're proposing a method or solution option for the customer. If I use an example of outsourcing your IT as a solution, so under this solution, you might have multiple products or services that you would use to deliver that solution to customers. Now, another solution for the customer might be a completely different approach, such as keeping their IT in-house or getting another company to come in and manage the IT that they already have. So when we talk about solution level messaging, we're positioning a journey to customers. So we want to demonstrate in our messaging how our proposed solution or journey would help them to overcome their challenges and enable them to meet their business aspirations and goals. But the important thing to recognize here is that you've got to make sure that you're delivering the right message at the right time. So if your customer is still at the solution stage where they're deciding what route to take, it makes no sense to be positioning your products here. Likewise, if your competitors are positioning their sales messaging at a solution level, you need to make sure you're not responding with product level messaging. So I've put an example together here. So imagine you've decided you want to find an alternative way to get to work instead of using your car every day. So you've decided to talk to a company who sells electric bikes. Also, you're going to talk to a company that offers an on-demand car share service. So at this point, you've not yet decided which option or which route you want to take, never mind being in a position to decide on a specific supplier. The company offering an on-demand car service has sales messaging that's focused on the benefits of moving away from owning your own car and paying for travel just when you need it instead of investing upfront in your own car. But when you speak to the company selling electric bikes, they start telling you how their latest electric bike goes twice as fast as competitors, but uses half the energy and has 20 gears. So these are two different levels of messaging, and the detail about the bike's features is only relevant once you've decided that you're going to purchase a bike and then you're trying to decide between different bike manufacturers or products. So instead, the electric bike company should be focusing on selling at a higher level, focusing on the benefits of moving away from car journeys towards less pollutant modes of transport, or why the exercise benefits of non-car journeys deliver amazing health benefits to their customers. Then, once you're at the point where you've decided that an electric bike is the right choice for you, you can then look at product level messaging. So that leads us nicely on to product messaging. So in the example that I've just been through, it's about positioning how your product delivers value to your customers, how it aligns to their challenges and business objectives, and what it enables them to do or achieve. So each of your products will likely need their own sales messaging that forms the basis of any product briefs, brochures, or sales presentations that you deliver. Now, let's look at how you can further tweak your company, solution, and product level messaging. So the first way is by making your messaging customer industry specific. So this is about tailoring your messaging to align with the different sectors in which you operate. So for example, you might sell outsourced IT services into the financial services sector, in which case you might want to have specific messaging about why financial services organisations should choose your company to work with, how your solutions support financial services organisations' specific industry challenges, and specific messaging for each of your products to align them with the challenges, objectives, initiatives, and perspectives that are bespoke to the financial services sector. So this makes your messaging more compelling and allows you to drill down into the specifics for each of your customers' industries. So, for example, you might sell outsourced IT services into the financial services industry, in which case you might want to build specific messaging about why financial services organisations should choose your company, so that would be at the company level. Then at the solution level, you might have specific solutions that you sell into the financial services sector that you want to tailor to use financial services language. And then finally, at the product level, you might want to tailor all of your product sales messaging to fit the financial services sector's challenges, initiatives, business goals, business perspectives, so that it's bespoke to that industry. This makes your messaging more compelling and it allows you to drill down into the specifics for each of your customers' industries. So the second way that you can tailor your messaging further is to fit specific buyer roles. So you can customize how you position product A to buyers in the HR department compared with how you position the product to buyers in the finance department, for example. So in our sales playbooks, we usually include around 3 buyer roles for each product or service, to help sales reps have more credible conversations with different buyer roles across their customers. So you could do this across departments or even across managers and their staff. So for example, an IT administrator will have different motivators and focus areas compared with the CIO of a company. And the key is obviously creating sales messaging for the roles which have an impact on your sale. So either these roles are decision makers or they influence the sale in some way. Okay, so that's all for this week. So to recap, we've looked at how to think about splitting your sales messaging out for greater impact across company level messaging, solution level messaging, product level messaging, industry specific sales messaging, and buyer role sales messaging. So you could also create sales messaging focused on specific customer challenges or on each of your customers' objectives. It really depends how detailed and bespoke you want to go in defining sales messaging for your teams. So look out for future episodes where we go into more detail about how to craft the perfect sales messaging. See you next time. You've been listening to The Sales Way, brought to you by Contemza. To carry on listening, head on over to thesalesway.com to find more episodes.